I want you guys to mark your calendars and remember today, because this day is the day. This is the moment. And Terence Bud Crawford, he just planted the flag in that moment. It's the boxing revolution.
Ain't paying your ass shit.
Terence Crawford, widely considered one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, has drawn a bold line in the sand. He's refusing to hand over that $300,000 and isn't offering apologies to anyone. For Crawford, this situation goes far beyond a fee or a fine. It's about pride, principle, and respect. He's standing firm against the higher powers in boxing, ready to take the heat just to show that his integrity can't be bought.
It's free! How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder, how much your belt cost? Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best, you know? I wish you the best, you and your company.
The news blew up everywhere this morning. Terence Crawford has been stripped of his WBC super middleweight championship. But anyone assuming this was some minor paperwork issue or a simple deadline mix-up is completely missing what's really happening. This is Crawford going to war. He didn't just give up the belt. He practically slammed it back at the organization with a fiery viral message that exposed the greedy, messy politics running behind the scenes in boxing.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion, the undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripping me. Like, I've been stripped before. The IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all.
The news blew up everywhere this morning. Terence Crawford has been stripped of his WBC super middleweight championship. But anyone assuming this was some minor paperwork issue or a simple deadline mix-up is completely missing what's really happening. This is Crawford going to war. He didn't just give up the belt. He practically slammed it back at the organization with a fiery viral message that exposed the greedy, messy politics running behind the scenes in boxing. Interview 4. The news blew up everywhere this morning. Terence Crawford has been stripped of his WBC super middleweight championship. But anyone assuming this was some minor paperwork issue or a simple deadline mix-up is completely missing what's really happening. This is Crawford going to war. He didn't just give up the belt. He practically slammed it back at the organization with a fiery, viral message that exposed the greedy, messy politics running behind the scenes in boxing.
A very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great. It's about greatness, and I'm relieved.
The mood shifts dramatically when Crawford moves past the price and begins questioning the morality behind the system. In that moment, it stops being a financial argument and becomes a statement about power and inequality. He reminds everyone that he's the one taking the punches, facing real danger, and risking long-term damage every time he steps into the ring, while the officials demanding money sit comfortably and profit without facing any physical consequences. Crawford draws a sharp contrast between wealthy executives flying first class, staying in luxury hotels, and enjoying fine dining, while fighters are the ones paying the physical and emotional cost of the sport. He compares the sanctioning bodies to corrupt authorities that tax the working class to support the elite. So when he says, "You better slap yourself," it feels like the voice of every fighter who has ever felt taken advantage of by those in power. At that point, it's no longer about $300,000. It becomes a demand for respect and recognition of the human cost behind every punch thrown.
Premium just because the belt is green, telling Sulaiman plainly, "I won't apologize."
You know, I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any other sanction bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you?
Crawford delivers one of the toughest blows to the WBC when he questions the value of their championship belt. For years, the green belt has been presented as the pinnacle of boxing, the dream goal every fighter chases. But in just a few minutes, Crawford undermines that image by calling it nothing more than an overpriced accessory. He even says they can take it back because, to him, it's only metal and leather with no real significance. He then shifts his focus to what he believes is the only title that truly matters, the Ring Magazine belt. His argument is straightforward. The ring belt represents tradition, lineage, and proof that the holder is the undisputed best in the division. Most importantly, there are no sanctioning fees attached. By elevating the ring belt and dismissing the need for the alphabet organizations, Crawford sends a message to the sport. Greatness isn't bought through fees or approval. It's earned through performance and legacy. For the WBC, that message is damaging, suggesting their championship isn't a symbol of excellence, but a product fighters have to pay to keep.
You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who got to pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government.
Crawford also has his own explanation for why all of this is happening now, and it centers around the man he just defeated, Canelo Alvarez. He accuses the WBC of showing favoritism, pointing specifically to the situation involving David Benavidez. For 2 years, Benavidez was the official mandatory challenger, waiting for his opportunity to fight Canelo for the title. According to the rules, Canelo should have been stripped for not defending the belt. Yet the WBC allowed him to keep it without consequence. Crawford's point is clear. The rules seem flexible depending on who holds the belt. And certain fighters benefit from protection while others are forced to play by the book.
Which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
Of course, Crawford has a theory about why this is happening right now, and it involves the man he just beat, Canelo Alvarez. Crawford accuses the WBC of playing.
Crawford believes there's a reason all of this is happening now, and it ties directly to Canelo no longer holding a world title. Despite heading into a massive fight that will still generate huge revenue. Because of Canelo's star power and his ongoing deal with Riyadh season, not a single sanctioning body will earn a percentage from that event since he currently has no belt. According to Crawford, that creates urgency because the sooner Canelo becomes a champion again, the sooner those organizations start collecting their fees. Until then, he says they see him as their temporary source of income. Crawford argues that these organizations made millions while Canelo was champion, which is why there was never serious pressure placed on him to defend against Benavidez. If Canelo had been forced into that fight and lost, the sanctioning bodies would have been collecting fees from Benavidez and his much smaller paydays instead. And if they pushed Canelo too hard and he chose to vacate the belt, they'd lose the revenue altogether. Crawford contrasts that with his own situation. The moment he wins the belt, they immediately strip him over a disagreement about money. To him, this isn't coincidence favoritism. He believes the organization is frustrated that he ended their most profitable scenario by defeating Canelo. In Crawford's view, they were hoping Canelo would remain champion. And now that their biggest source of revenue has been disrupted, they're enforcing rules on him that they were happy to ignore for the previous title holder. The message Crawford suggests is clear. In this system, the rules don't apply equally. They depend on how valuable you are to the business.